Good morning. Tuesday morning, election day. I am probably giving you the last of my webinars, I guess. The Let's talk about why you want to vote for me, Rory Houlihan. I'm kind of a everyman, as my grandson Jesse calls me. I had worked 3 jobs to support my family for most of my adult life, so I have lots of different job experiences. When I was young, I contracted blood poisoning and had to lay still and soak my foot all summer. My dad, to keep me from moving around, bought me the World Book encyclopedias to read. After I read all of them, he took out just about every science book in town, including books at our local college. So I was the smart kid who didn't study but loved to read. I'm a curious boy. You'll notice I often use questions rather than statements. You are seeing how I think. So I have an encyclopedia brain, kind of a jack of all trades and a master of none, to make connections that other folks who had a more specific background don't. My wife complains I have an A to Z mind. I don't think to a point, I think to a process. This allows me to see patterns and paths others miss. One of the aspects of today's world, TV world, is significance misrepresentation. I not too long ago watched the Fox News item do a significance an SMM on shrink. Fox News spent 15 minutes on how the poor are ripping off us taxpayers off to the grand total of $6 billion. A lot, but compared to what? No sooner did they finish talking about the evils of bottom-end shrink did they gloss over the evils of top-end shrink, $520 billion, saying it's going to the job creators, so it's okay. $6 billion to $520 billion. Which is larger? $520 billion is like 87 times larger than $6 billion. As for job creating, I don't think that claim holds up. We're at the marginal return point here, and most of the money goes to tax havens like the Cayman Islands and does nothing for our economy, or it gets put into the gambling joints of the derivatives markets, which destabilize our markets, or even worse, the money goes to external investment, which is either buy and bankrupt or collapse to consolidate. Either one collapses our job market and our economy, stimulating our economy little and pocketing much. Internal investment creates jobs and stimulates our economy, not external investment. What other senatorial candidate has said this? No one has. My background in retail and economics allows me to analyze businesses and business trends. Who else during the campaign has said that all recessions start with the poor and end with the poor? I am the only one who has studied business cycles or read Matthew 20 in our Bible, which both teach us the same thing. Who else says that right to work laws are a huge $1.2 trillion shrink issue that defund unions but also takes away other anti-discrimination laws like anti-age, so corporate raiders can get rid of the company man and do a cap and slide to reduce everyone's wages in that company going forward, creating and maintaining poverty and government dependency. Is government dependent a new name for enslaved? I believe it is. The government dependency creates a negative cash flow between the right-to-work states and the federal government, which then slides the wage costs to the taxpayers in other states and other states' businesses, like Kentucky. I don't believe Kentucky's businesses ought to support Tennessee's, creating headwinds against our economic growth. What solves the right-to-work headwind? A federal minimum wage that is a living wage. Just another states' rights con. Who else has made this connection? Not even businessmen, Jim Gray. Economists are taught to more broadly be analytical than MBAs. Why not have me in the Senate to solve that? Who else has terraform proposals to limit the weather now effects of climate change that I have been working on since 2012? No one else running. They will turn to experts just looking at. I am an expert who has been looking at solutions since 2012, and I have come up with. Why not put me in the Senate so we can put those solutions into place? Who else has a proposal to get rid of the greed and graft in Washington and go direct to the people with a Jeffersonian federal to local approach, to put the power back in your hands and not the big money's hands? Why not have me in the Senate to do that? My ideas and changes are not incremental, but revolutionary and innovative, because that is what we need to do to get rid of the ticking time bombs. No guts, no glory, no future. Do you take a back seat? I haven't. Or do you take point with me? Take on, take out. Will you join me? My name is Rory Houlihan. I'm running for the U.S. Senate in Kentucky, and I would appreciate your vote this Tuesday, May 17th. You have a good and blessed day. And see you at the polls, please.